Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be obviously a lot less formal. I'm not sitting in my usual spot, but we're going to be doing a shop my stash video. So tomorrow is Sunday, so I do this every Saturday night where I will do a shop my stash for makeup for the week. So I do have quite a lot of makeup, and I really like to rotate through my products to make sure I'm using everything, to make sure that I'm not like wasting product essentially. So I'm making sure that nothing's going bad in my collection. And again, I'm just like rotating through stuff that I have so I can use all of it. So again, I do have a lot of stuff. So come with me to shut my stash. This is what we're currently working with. So this is kind of the main tray I have stuff in just so I can see it. And then I have all my brushes up here and stuff. And then lashes, just this bin. I do have a lot of my stuff just kind of sorted into these containers, and then I don't know if you can see up top, I have a lot of my makeup palettes just like right up in here because it just fits kind of nicely in this space. I know it's not the best setup, but it works for me, so let's go ahead and shop. For foundation, you see I have two foundations here. I have the Neutrogena Healthy Glow Skin, and then the NARS Light Reflecting Radiant Foundation. I'm trying to use this one up, so we are going to actually put this one back where it belongs, which it goes. You can see I have my foundation. I have a backup of this one already because I love it, but I am trying to get through this guy. Where'd it go? Over here. All right, so we are trying to get through this one. So I know, look, it's disgusting. I know I really need to clean it, but I'm trying to get through this one, so we're going to go with this one for this week. For concealer, I've been trying to use this palette forever. You can see I've hit pan. Let's see if I can open this with one hand. You can see I've hit, this is also disgusting, I'm so sorry, but this is the MAC Studio Fix Concealer Palette in Light. You can see I've completely used through 3 of the shades. I've hit pan on another 2, and then this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that shade. I can mix it with a lighter, like, white concealer and probably use it, but I'm going to stick with this concealer palette for carving out my brows because I use these 2 bottom shades to carve out my brows. It makes a really nice, kind of really bright brow mixing palette. But if you're wondering, this is the shade. I'm so sorry, this is so gross. But this is the Light Studio Fix Concealer and Correct palette from MAC Cosmetics. We're going to put her right there, and that is going to be what we're focusing on using up. For actual concealer, I have these 2 from NARS. I'm going to go ahead and use this one this week. This is the NARS concealer. It is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Avocado. This has hyaluronic acid in it, so we are going to use that for just like spot concealing for the face. And we're going to put this one back with the rest of our NARS products just in this little corner bin here. Now, I'm sure if you guys have watched enough YouTube videos, you know about underpainting. I do have 2 liquid blushes on the chopping block for underpainting. This is the NARS liquid blush in shade Behave. It's a really, really pretty. Oh, this is Orgasm, not Behave. I have Behave in my gym bag. This is Orgasm from NARS. I am actually going to put this one in my blush drawer, and we are going to be using the this is Glow Recipe. This is the Watermelon Glow Dewdrop blush. I'm going to be using this for underpainting this week, and we are going to be putting this one back in the blush drawer. And that is up here. And boom. And this is going to be a real throwback moment. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Kendall and Kylie collection. This was in my gym bag for a really long time. I've been trying to use this up forever. You can see I've hit pan on the actual powder blush, and I've gotten a decent way through the rest of the powder blushes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm kind of over this palette right now, so I'm gonna grab another blush palette, and that's gonna be our blush palette for the week. So this is the NARS Hot Escape Face palette. Has 2 different blushes and then a highlighter and a bronzer. We're gonna use this one this week. This is like, it's such cute packaging. And these are the shades that are in this. Of course, classic Laguna bronzer. And then Bad Behavior, Thrill. So this is the bubblegum pink, and this is the kind of blush light. And then Ophelia is the... I do have a lot of lip balms I need to get through. I am going to be using this Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Collagen Lip Cushion before, as like part of my base routine. So when I'm putting on primer, I'm also going to be putting this on my lips to prep my lips for a lip product this week. Speaking of underpainting, I am going to be using this House Labs contour stick. This is, let's see, in the, what shade is this? I don't even know. Let's see on the bottom. Yes, so this is in the shade Profile. So this is a contour stick, cream contour, made in Italy. I have been liking this the few times that I have used it, so we're going to put that in our little bin here for what we're using for underpainting contour this week. This is the duo we're going to be using for our brows this week. We're using the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is the shade Taupe. And then we're also going to be using the Cella eyebrow pen, or the eyebrow gel from Cella. It's a clear brow gel. So that's our eyebrow duo. And I'm just going to stick it right in here. Oh no. No. Okay. I'll fix it. You're wondering what's in the white box and then this lip pencil. These are Jeffree Star Cosmetics doll parts. This is one of my favorite lip colors of all time, and I'm running out. If anybody knows a good dupe for doll parts, please let me know in the comments, because I really want to know, because I am running really low on both of these, and I would love to find a dupe, because again, this is one of my favorite shades of lipstick. I do have a pretty thick stack of eyeshadow palettes to look through, so we're going to decide which eyeshadow palette we're going through. This is going to be the longest section of this video. I have so many. This is an eyeshadow palette from Florasis Cosmetics. It is, I believe, a Chinese brand, but really, really beautiful palette. Obviously, you can see I've really dug into the highlighting shades for the inner corner. This is a beautiful palette. I don't think I'm going to wear this one this week. That is just, I do love the warm tones, but I feel like this is one that I will wear a little bit more in the summer, so we're going to pass on that for this week. This is the Bailey Sarian and Milk Cosmetics collection. This is still in its original packaging, but I think I'm also going to pass on this one for this week because it has some really good greens and burgundies, and that's just, I don't think I want to go that direction this week. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Neutrals palette. Really nice, warmer toned. There's some cooler tones in here as well, but really nice, kind of slightly warmer toned eyeshadow palette. I am going to leave this on the table as a still in the running option. This is a custom Z palette. You can see I put a Fatally Yours sticker, part of that Bailey Sarian and Milk Cosmetics collab on here. This is just kind of some random assorted shadows. Some of these are, you can tell, Jeffree Star Cosmetics and the Shane Dawson collab. And then these are, I think, like ColourPop and just some random other ones in here. I'm going to also pass on this one for this week. This is another custom Z palette. This has some Give Me Glow cosmetics, I believe. Could be wrong about that, but these are really, really pretty. This is, that middle shade is really similar to a black brown pigment from MAC, which I actually do have a little baby version because I love her. But do you remember old school MAC? They used to make those like giant pots of their palettes, but this palette I think I'm also going to skip on this week because, I don't know, just a little bright for what I'm looking for this week. Yet another custom Z palette. You can tell we're getting into some of my purple shades, and then just a couple base shades. I think a lot of these are ColourPop, if I'm not mistaken, but really pretty. I'm going to leave this on the table for in the running. This is a Makeup Geek palette. I will never get rid of this. I am going to keep this on the table for in the running this week. This is the Glam Lights in Lord of the Rings collab. This is what it looks like. Screw it. I'm going to put this on the table for in the running for this week. All right, last palette. This is a custom palette with multiple different layers. This is the first layer. These, I think, are all ColourPop. And then these are Give Me Glow at the end here. And then keeps going. This is Hindash Cosmetics. These are both the palettes from Hindash Cosmetics. These are phenomenal. If you have not tried Hindash Cosmetics, please do. These are fantastic. You can use these as blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, like really whatever you can think of, you can use these for. These are beautiful with like little to no fallout. It's crazy. I think these are all Glow Cosmetics shadows, but kind of really nice lighter neutrals. And then this is just kind of like the random bottom part of this palette. But this is, I think, Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is Jeffree Star, Nikita Dragun, and this is Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I'm going to put this one back in its spot. It just goes kind of right on the corner here because she is well loved. She is very well loved. We're going with the Lord of the Rings palette for the week. I'll just show you what that one looks like. Beautiful. 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 Mascara, we are using the High Power Lash Power from Clinique for mascara. Here are my lip products of the week. We're going to use this Dior. This is one of their like hydrating matte lipsticks in Rosewood. And then we have is this Bobbi Brown Little Crushed Oil Lip Gloss. This is in the shade, what is this? New Romance, I think is what that says. I hope. And then I think this is Touch of Nude by Ferris Nude from L'Oreal. This is an iconic, just really nice basic nude. But that is our kind of lipstick for the week. Let's choose a lip liner as well. Alright, so this is our lip liner of the week. This is new to me. I have never tried Milani lip liners, but I love Milani as a brand. Really nice pink. I think this is how it comes off. But kind of just really nice pink shade. And I think it'll go well with all of these. So that is lip liner of the week. All right, well, thank you so much for watching my first ever Shop My Stash with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one soon. Bye.